Let's look over here. Okay.
As souls split into multitudes, many lives come from one. The truest of power comes from sacrificing the shard to return its strength to the Mother Stone. The many lives from one sounds familiar. I was taught that sometimes between death and rebirth, a soul splits perfectly in two, creating two viable souls from one. Sounds strange, but it makes sense when you think about how the population has risen in generations. It's kind of a mathematical necessity that some process like this is happening.
That would also explain soul twinning. Interesting. Maybe the Autumn Stelgare has a very important role to play in this life cycle of souls. Sorry, sir, I'm not eating your soul. I'm merely serving a vital role in the natural process. Hiravius rolls his eye. Eye, not eyes. I see what you're getting at, but it's not making me feel better. Fungus that grows on shit has an important role in the natural order. That wouldn't make me thrilled to spirit shift into a shit blossom. That reminded me so much of Mr. Leahy from Trailer Park Boys for some reason. I just can't shake the fear that I'm the shard and my destiny is to be fed to something greater. Didn't think about that. Okay.
Each generation, the Onumfoth must stand before the autumnal beast in judgment. The wise endure, passing on their strength. The weak are eaten, their souls ripped to pieces and lost for all time, removing such weakness from the cycle.
Oh.
Well, I guess maybe my tribe wasn't entirely wrong about my spirit form being some sort of soul terror. I suppose I was hoping to hear a different answer on the matter, but...
But it's worth asking, in all your times walking in the Autumn Stelgare's fur, how many souls have you destroyed? That I'm aware of? None, he says, resolutely as his face turns red. I get what you're saying. I merely wear the form of the Autumn Stelgare. It's not in control of me, nor the sum of who I am. He lets out a long sigh and relaxes. For years I've been telling myself my tribe judged me unfairly. Guess they weren't completely wrong. Well, enough pontification for the moment. Good word, by the way. Patting down a cowlick of hair. I need to know more. Let's look at those other tablets.
Yes?
This is super interesting. I was not expecting a side of Hiravius like this. This is cool. Nothing there. I think we got something back here. Oh.
That's for my friend!
Here comes the cutest cat. We're fine. Cutest cat's here.
That's it!
Sorry, bud.
Is not the water sacrificed unto the plant, and the plant sacrificed unto livestock, and livestock unto man? When the lesser soul is sacrificed to strengthen the greater soul, the whole of our family grows stronger.
Okay.
I suppose I get the argument. We all have to kill and eat, constantly for that matter, to live. This sounds like it's talking about the Blood Sands rituals. I wonder how, or even if, this is relevant to me.
You wear an eye patch of whale. I thought you were supposed to love cryptic information like this. A fair point. Whale wanted me to see this, so what about it applies to me? Am I the lesser soul? Was being cast out of my tribe to sacrifice that made the greater soul stronger? So the other tablet spoke of the Stelgare judging, reuniting, and that other one spoke of recombining souls that split over the ages. I guess I'm supposed to use my power to sacrifice others or be sacrificed? Not sure I like the sound of either. Is it safe to say Whale brought you to where you needed to be? You can most certainly say that, Hiravius says with a smile. So my tribe was right. The Autumn Stelgare is some sort of soul-destroying beast, but I merely borrow the creature's form, not its reason for being. I doubt I'll change your minds about anything, and it's not like I want to develop a new group of druidic peers among these artisans of sacrifice. So what now? Adding it up, I want to head to the burial isle. The name was mentioned in the tablets, and it's implied there might be other Autumn Stelgares there. I did not want to hear verification that the Autumn Stelgare was such a terrifying monster, but I'm thankful to Whale for bringing me to these tablets. The truth is valuable, especially when it's painful. Do you want a rematch with the Autumn Stelgare? Not exactly. I'm older, wiser, and stronger than when we last tussled, but I can't really afford to lose any more eyes or ears. I'm fresh out of redundant organs. All right, so the next step for him is Burial Isle. Before we do that, before we go to Burial Isle, we're going to go do the very last god part, and we're going to pick Hylia. So let's head down to Elmshore, I think, to find the evil elf person. Well, we think they're evil. Maybe they're not, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. All right, let's go do that. Let's go do that resting stuff we were gonna do. Red Disciple, thank you, man. Thank you. Do I wear pants when I stream? No. Of course not. What about Barath? No, I don't think so. Only Barath.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. Harsong? Do 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 bomb bomb. Do 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 bomb bomb. Do 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 bomb bomb. Yeah. Oh, Green Atomic Waffle. I know. I know. We're gonna get up to the pit, and then at that point we're gonna break off. And tomorrow, most likely, because we're gonna be playing PoE all day tomorrow, we're probably gonna do the DLC and the Endless Paths. Those are kind of the two things I really want to make sure we get done. I want to make sure the Endless Paths are completely done, that the DLC is completely done, and then I also want to get all companion side quests done, but that may take a little bit. We'll have to see. Hey, Limping Biscuits, what's up, buddy? Is the plan to still check out the PoE 2 character creation today? We may at the very end of the stream. I may fire it up for a little bit and check it out. I want to make some. I want to see how much progress we make today. I'm really hoping we make it up to the pit today, but we'll see. Because then we'd be all set for just having like a big old day tomorrow. There we go. Okay, back up with camping supplies.
Welcome.
I'd like a room, please. Mm-hmm. There we go. Schmoop. I am not sure what that is. What is that? What is that? All right, now to Elmshore.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, Cohh.
I'm here.
Cool. Okay. There we go. All right, Elmshore, right? I think so. Yeah. What's this about PoE 2 character creation? Yeah, so I was a PoE 2 backer, so I have access to the PoE 2 character creator. Well, it's basically like the character creation and like a little, just kind of like check out the mechanics look. We, however, are not going to be doing the, we are not going to be doing like the PoE 2 backer demo, but what we can do is look at character creation. So what we'll probably do is for the last 15, 20 minutes of the stream, we're going to fire up Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, the backer demo, and we'll just make a character and play around with the multi-classing and see what it looks like. Yeah. That's the plan. I've tried playing this so many times, and I've always had such a hard time during combat. Sure, Spastic Pants, well, first of all, you can, like, adjust the difficulty down. Don't feel bad about that at all. And, second of all, if you need any tips or anything, there's lots of really good players in this community that I'm sure would be happy to help you out. We also have a Discord that may have some people with tips on there as well. But yeah, man, don't give up on this game. This game is pretty freaking awesome, dude. It's, I mean, like, how long have we been playing this now? 52 hours we've been playing this. And I've enjoyed every single minute of it. So I don't know, man. I would say it's worth spending the time getting good at it, for sure. We don't know where this person is. We've already cleared the zone, thankfully. Maybe she's going to be in a cave or something? Let's look up here. Alright, clear there. Lincoln says, even the glitchy air dragon? Even the glitchy air dragon. Here's the thing. I may have gotten super ragey during that dragon fight, but it's the only area in the entire game that had those issues. So, I mean, credit where it's due. Yeah, we had some bugs on that dragon fight, but it's the like in 50 hours, it's the only time that's happened. So, not disappointed exactly. Have we even been in here? I don't know if we went in here. Dark Hollow says, the dragon didn't glitch for me and I played White March at launch. Yeah, I think I just got super unlucky. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was. But it was really, really frustrating. I don't know what, I just got super frustrated super quick with it. That last part, man, when we had like the perfect positioning and everything was good, but then all of my guys just stopped receiving commands. Oh my god. The salt was real. You could have put me on popcorn. The Grimner, yeah, we did. Yeah. Oh, Lady Mega says drink water. I need to co-sip. I need to go get some water or something. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Lady Manga. Soon we will have a co-sip emote to spam whenever we are supposed to drink water. For those that don't know, I'm making a big push to try to hydrate better because I have really big problems staying hydrated when I stream as long as I do. I don't drink nearly enough water. And that's bad for me. Oh, maybe she's over here. Here we go. I bet she's over here. Yeah, no, the emotes are apparently bugged. All Twitch emotes are bugged right now. There's like 10 plus casters waiting on their emotes to be approved. Something is going on Twitch's side. Meditated Pie. Well, we have the hydration bot in here now, actually. The hydration, the Stay Hydrated bot is here. But actually, Barry is in the process of making the Coalition hydration bot. So, yeah. We may have a super souped up Ultra Giga Zord version ourselves here pretty soon. Oh, okay. Old 10 Game says vodka only. There we go. An elf stands on a dais in the middle of a clearing. The ground is blanketed with leaves in various shades of russet and gold. Her eyes are closed and her arms folded in front of her. A curtain of autumnal yellow hair hangs in front of her face. As you draw near, she lifts her chin and looks at you with shifting hazel eyes.
Greetings, Estramor. You are among the Ovates of the Golden Grove.
And you are?
High Ovate. An ancient elm among poles and saplings. We have taken root in the same soil, and the others grow in my shade. Their roots nourish my soil. My branches give them shelter. Together, we grow.
Your essence churns like an eddy in the stream, Estermore. Speak the questions on your soul. Speak plainly, will you? The words on my lips are the language of the stream cleaving stones and the wind guiding seeds. If you do not understand, it is because the tongues of Kith have deafened you. I'd like to know about the ovates of the Golden Grove.
Like the leaves of a tree, we are many sharing one source, one purpose. Living or dying, we nourish one another. The truths of the soul and of the body are written on every blade of grass and sung by every creature under the sun. We learn these truths and sing them back.
So, living or dying, we nourish one another. So does that mean people die to keep her living longer? Ours is not the song of the gods, but of Weretha. This is why many of our numbers study the discourse of herbs and inhabit the skins of beasts. Your druids, are you familiar with Ethic Knoll? Oh, a swarm of maggots on a dead songbird, worms hollowing a mighty spruce. They celebrate the withering of life rather than its budding. They seize strength from others instead of accepting what Weretha freely gives. They take pride in their independence from the gods, yet their leaders demand an even greater sacrifice, death for life, strength from the spent essence of their petitioners. The Ethic Knoll offer another kind of servitude, and one to Kith whose souls have long since rotted. Whoa. The Ethic Knoll should save lives, not end them. Flecks of green open like buds in her eyes. On this we agree. So, I'm going to be honest here. This chick seems pretty cool. I'm going to save it. I feel kind of bad killing her. Barath has sent me to end your life. It has continued for too long.
At least he chose someone who wouldn't wrap her intentions in trickery and lies. But what is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we seed, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
Is that? It's that or trust your neighbors. If you have had my neighbors, you might think twice about that. Are you any different? You've extended your life beyond its natural span. Through work and wisdom, the greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. She nods at the ovates gathered in the clearing. They are vines climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My growth sustains them. Should our harmony fall prey to a god's jealousy? We should not be slaves to the whims of the gods, but I find it hard to see what her followers gain from this arrangement. The gods are wiser or more ancient even than you. It is not for either of us to oppose them. She shakes her head. It's a shame we could not come to an accord. Oh, this is happening. Okay. Well, there you go. Damn. I feel kind of bad about this. Let's go for him. Psychic backlash. That's not good. Dude, something over there is throwing my dudes around. Y'all see that? My lord, they're just getting bounced. Let's see if we can get a nice big thing here. Oh, there was a better option, but I didn't have the resolve. I tell you, man, we did like a low resolve playthrough, and that restricted so many options. It's kind of surprising. If I had known resolve was such an important stat for talking, like it's basically the persuasion of this game. If I had known that, then I would have rolled a different class. I would have rolled a different class.
I'm here.
I wonder if that's how it's going to be in PoE 2. Honoric says, remember that these quests are optional. You need only do the quest of the one god to continue the story. Oh yeah, I know. But I wanted to do all the quests for all of them. Oh, hold on. They put up their tweet. I'm gonna retweet this real quick. That is so cool. That's so great. Okay. Big grats again to Strippin' and Dodger. They had their kid today. So cool. So cool. There isn't a class that is Resolve as the main stat. That's true, but if we had picked a tank character, then Resolve would have been a great stat to raise. My Resolve is 14 right now? Whoa. That's weird. I remember it being like 9. I mean, I understand the +2, but where'd that other 3 come from? Cool. Oh, wait. It's probably because I'm looking at Booker. There we go. Yeah, +2, and it's normally 8. Sigh. Better reload and raise it? Oh, no. I already decided early that I was just going to take it how it is. But if there is Resolve in PoE 2, whatever that is. Oh, Resolve is a universal dump stat? Oh, interesting. Okay. Svetliaka says, earlier today I retweeted a gaming chair question to you on Twitter. Have you seen it? I have not, Svetliaka, but I generally do not recommend gaming chairs. Yeah, they're generally a little bit more expensive than what they're offering you. All right, let's go back to Old Song, and let's finish his quest, and then we're going to go ahead and accept Hylia and go to Burial Isle. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Nuriel says, Cohh is just going to take it. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Aw, yes. By the way, grats Grave War, and thank you, Tricky, for that giveaway. Aw, yes. Oh, I went to the wrong place. I want to go there. Bork! That's right, Guomi. That's pretty much it. PoE 2 has diplomacy, bluff, and intimidation skills for dialogue. Oh, does it? Oh, great. Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I don't like that they kind of put most big dialogue options on this, this kind of random stat that no one needs to get. I definitely want to do like a thorough talking / diplomatic playthrough in PoE 2. I generally really like being able to do all of our voice options and such. Oh, a streamer was asking if DX racers were good, so I retweeted this question to Cohh. I did not have great stuff with DX Racer. I had a DX Racer chair. In under 2 years of time of being used every day, it was breaking down. One of the handles was broken. All of the cushions were having wear on them. A few of them were actually like starting to rip a little bit. And the chair was never that comfortable. Gaming chairs look cool, but they aren't really designed for comfort. And I never fit in mine very well. Some people fit in them well, and they're pretty good. But I mean, I have a Herman Miller chair now, and it's like night and day in terms of comfortable and posture. And yeah, what I recommend for a chair, if you're serious about a chair, look into professional office chairs, because those are designed for people to sit in for 8 hours at a time while they make their money. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're worth it, especially if you spend a lot of time in front of your computer. I use a Herman Miller Mira 2. Again, it's expensive, but when you're sitting in it for 8+ hours a day, that's how it works. Vitar says, getting paid by Herman Miller. Unfortunately, Herman Miller does not do sponsorships, and at least not on streaming. So yeah, that's not an option for me. I am not sponsored by Herman Miller. I just really like him. Yeah. But again, I mean, the big thing is, here's the thing. It is more important to read up on proper posture and understand proper posture than it is to buy an expensive chair. You can sit properly in bad chairs if you know how to, and you don't have to spend a penny to do it. So it's more important to understand what good posture is, understand what good posture feels like, and then work on doing that on any chair that you own. And then once you kind of get that down, then you can start looking into getting better chairs and stuff like that. Yeah. But don't think you have to spend money to sit properly. That's bullshit, to be honest. Okay, pray to Bareth. Yep. This must be the usher. Yeah. Behind you is a woman, her skin milk pale against her black hair. She wears a suit of armor so dark it seems to suck the light from the stars, giggity phrasing. The road winds up a mountain behind her.
A toll, traveler.
And the pallid knight. Pay the pallid knight? You drop a few coppers into her hand and she closes her fist around the coins. You instantly feel a small weight added to your purse. The lord of this road demands a toll of all, but he lends generously, that all might travel his road again. Okay. Okay. You realize you're standing in front of the eye sockets of a massive skull. The usher points to the road. Archdruid rests and appears below you. He's just as you remembered him, stern, smooth-skinned, yet with each step along the road he grows, swelling with blood and essence. His heavy steps become slower and slower until he stops altogether. His distended body fills the path completely.
You met a dwarf traveling this road. What did you do?
He lived many centuries. I brought him a new life. The pallid's night flesh is taut against her skull. She nods once, barely dipping her chin.
Ever merciful, even when blood is shed. In this way, death is the agent of life.
An important thing to remember with Bareth is, unlike Rimmergrend, who is the god of death, stillness, and finality, Barath, the guy we're talking to now, is the god of death and rebirth. So Bareth is much more about the cycle and much less about the finality. So we're going to try to, hopefully, go that way with it. As Reston's swollen body ruptures, the effect is like a dam bursting. Ghostly figures as hazy and indistinct as wisps of smoke continue along the cleared path. Some tumble and rush along, while others amble and drift, but all continue forward. The usher directs her attention to another figure moving down the path. This time you see High Ovid Arona. As she follows the road, her movements become slow and erratic. Her legs creak with each step, and her feet grow long, thick roots that burrow into the ground. She finally stops, rooted in place.
You found a tree that had lived for centuries. Its roots were deep, and its boughs sheltered many. Why did you cut it down?
I think the top option is probably the best. Because by saying it was unnatural, we're saying that it could not die and be reborn, therefore skirting Bareth's will.
Nothing is self-sustaining.
Yep, okay.
All draw their life's energy from the deaths of others. This is why all must remain part of the cycle of death and rebirth.
Cool. Arona's body petrifies below, and the shimmering leaves of her hair blow down the path. You seek another who has lived his lives on the brink of the cycle. He sits on the inside of the wheel, observing its revolutions. With each life, he is plucked from the stream and returned to it intact. Why do you hunt Theos? Theos has entrapped thousands of souls for Boudica. I've got to stop him from giving her absolute power.
If you know this much, then another god has already spoken with you, and given you half of the answer.
Theos serves Boudica. She desires an escape from her own cycle, power without decline. Theos has removed thousands of souls from the cycle so that their essence might empower her. The black depths of her eyes threaten to swallow you. You must stop him, and you must return them to the cycle. What end would it serve to send those souls back into the cycle? Attending to these souls is a question of stability, Watcher, of maintaining the natural order of the world and the ebb and flow of essence. Couldn't they be returned to Hollowborn? As battered, burdened things, do you mix sour wine with fresh? The kindness you seek lies in giving them a new beginning, not in shackling them to this life. I think I understand what you're telling me. I only show you the motion of the universe, Watcher. Why does Boudica even need Theos' help, and why do you need mine for that matter? The gods guide souls through the cycle of death and rebirth, but Eora is the domain of mortals. We stand aside, weights and counterweights. We're one to alter the tide of Kith. All would follow. We would tip this world from its axis. That is why Wodica directs a mortal to do her bidding, and why any who would stop Theos must be mortal as well. So we're basically just... we're avatars for the gods. Kind of like Eothas was. Wait a second. So... Eothas is strangely absent from this area. And Eothas took form of a... actually took over Weidwin. And then was killed with the God Hammer. And that was Magrin using Durance and 11 other people as a conduit for her will. So, how did Eothas... Oh, okay, so just like Wodica is giving Theos the power to bypass the cycle, Eothas gave Weidwin the power to become his champion. So it wasn't actually Eothas on the bridge. It was Weidwin who was his avatar who had the power of Eothas. Cool. Okay. I must go to Sun and Shadow now.
No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me. I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way beyond.
Yeah, see, this is where there's some confusion. There's some people in chat that are saying that it was Eothas on the bridge. And it was more of a possession of Weidwin. Now, interestingly enough, we know from Adair's brother, because we saw through his eyes, that when they looked at Weidwin, he did not have a head. But he actually had a beam of light in place of his head. So, and we saw that. But again, that just brings up the question. Why was Eothas able to directly influence events on Eora? And why, like, for instance, if that's the case, then why didn't Magrin just walk up or possess Durance? Why did she go around and have them build the God Hammer? Okay, apparently there's a lot of... There's a lot of back and forth. Oh, and some people are saying that this is actually talked about at the beginning of PoE 2. Thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and table this for now. We'll go ahead and table this. Cool. BDA Guy says, as someone who doesn't know the story, this is very confusing. BDA Guy, what we're talking about right now is the reason I'm playing this game before PoE 2. We have had 50 plus hours of exactly what I'm talking about in the last 3 weeks. Like, this is, oh man, this is the icing on the cake for me. Okay, here we go. Return them to the Psycho Watcher. Promise me that you will, and I shall give you a power befitting a champion of death. I would hear what the other gods have to say first. Okay. All quests for all gods are completed. We are saving the game, and I am going to pick Hylia's option. Hylia's option is to return the souls back to the Hollowborn children. Boom. And I shall remember. The dark wings snap shut, and the tiny sparrow flits to your shoulder. It tilts its head back and opens its beak, and the song that spills forth is like nothing you've ever heard. Melodies, at once mournful and beautiful, entrance you. The world becomes a place of pure color and sound. Each perfect moment follows the next, like the lines of a poem or the bar of a song. Cohh is granted Hylia's boon.
I'm here.
Okay. What did that do? Hey, perception. Great. I like it. It's one of my stats. Okay. No, Iris Farr. We're going to take a look at the character creation at Pillars 2 at the end of the stream today. Talk to me, Goose said clear as mud. Also, the pattern is full. Ottovan with the new double sub. Soul Genesis Raldane. Zaphris with the brand new prime sub. Havix with the 41 months. Almost there. So far, I've been subbed. I've gotten married. Welcomed our first son, Corbin, who you met at PAX South a few years back. And we just recently welcomed our second son, Wesley. He's a little over a week old now. Good times. Havix, congratulations, dude. Congrats on your second kid. That is awesome. That is awesome. Good vibes to you, buddy. Good vibes to you. All right. And thank you for the 41 months, dude. Also, Squiggy5 with the brand new Prime sub as well. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.